Welcome to MarcusG.tv. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano, and I'm a chef on a mission. Today's mission is running. One of my favorite things to do, running. It's just like, it's very meditating for me to get out there on a long run. So I made a goal last month, June 2014, to run a marathon a month. Now prior to this year, I'd only run a couple of marathons, ultra marathon, like 30 miles. So nothing major. That was like once every other year I would do that. So this year I was like, in 2014 rolled around, I'm like, it's going to be different this year. I really want to run a marathon. I want to get a marathon under my belt this year, maybe 2 marathons under my belt. So I went out and ran in April, first week in April, Springle Track, which is a single track trail run, which is 26.2. When I finished, it wasn't at 26.2, and I was like, man, I want to do 26.2, so I had to come into Ellenville where I live and run around for about a mile and then finish at my restaurant to get the 26.2 in. I was like, man, oh man, I've already gone 25.25 miles. What's another mile, right? So I've been clocking about maybe 150 miles a month, 100 miles a month, but I've been doing some stuff on the bike, and I've been going out for some longer runs. Last week I went out for an 18-mile run. So I said, you know what? I was talking about doing 1 to 2 marathons a year. Why not do 1 marathon a month? So this morning I got up, which I wasn't. I was going to actually pass on running. I was actually going to take a break for 3 days. I'm coming off a 2-day break. And I said, you know what, let me get out there. Let me start with 6. And I got out there, my first mile was just like, oh, this is terrible. I don't want to run today. So what did I do when I said I don't want to run? I said, let me run as far as I can out of town. So I turn around and it's going to double my distance as opposed to just running around town, because I could stop at any time, right? My house is there, my restaurant's there, my car. You can easily just stop and break it up. It's like, so that's time to break it. I'm just going to run out of town, and if I get out 6 miles, I got to run back 6 miles. So I'll get in 12 miles. So as I was running, I was just like, let's do this. And I felt better and better because, for me, after like 3 miles, it's just like kicks in where I'm just feeling awesome. So I kind of changed my running approach last week. I'm reading a book, Rich Roll, Ultraman. Rich Roll is a ultra triathlete. And he also did Epic 5, which was 5 triathlons in like 6 days in the Hawaiian Islands, full triathlons. And he talked about heart rate, about getting your heart rate lower. So to build endurance, get your heart rate lower, keep it at a certain rate. So I've been actually monitoring my heart rate and making sure my heart rate's not getting up at 130, 135, 140 the most. He claims you can get more endurance because you're training your heart to run more efficiently. And then time will start creeping down while your heartbeat stays the same, and that's what you want to do. So that makes a lot of sense. So don't worry about the time and busting my ass like I've been doing sometimes, some workouts. So I set out this morning and I was like, man, I'm just going to keep going. Got bit by a dog. Little sidetrack there. I ended up doing 26.2 today. Actually, not 26.2. I actually ended up doing 27 miles today. I felt so good. In fact, my last 2 miles, my average was 9:41. My last 2 miles were like 8:30 and 8:23. So I was like, cool, awesome. I just felt, it's like, not that I got a second wind, but because I never felt bad. I never hit a wall today. I just ran and focused. I never hit a wall. Somebody said, where'd you hit the wall? I'm like, no wall today. They're like, wow, that's awesome, no wall. So I did 27 miles. The last 2 miles, I was rocking it out. I was like, man, this feels so good. So marathon number 1 is down of my goal for a marathon a month. I'm pretty excited about it. Hopefully I'll set the time aside. It took me 4 hours and 14 minutes to do the marathon, a little longer to do the 27 miles, so it's 4:14. No aid stations, no water stations. I didn't take water because I wasn't planning on going that long. I had to stop at the grocery store and buy water. I had to stop at a friend's flower shop and nursery actually, and got a little bit of water from there. And I stopped at the horseback riding camp where I run the kitchen and got some water there. So I had 3 stops for water. I wish I would have had more. But no water, no pacers, people running in front of you, no adrenaline. So 4:14 is not bad. So a marathon a month, that's my running goal. What are your running goals? What are your workout goals? What are your fitness goals? I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. Thanks for watching this video. If you like my video, please hit like, subscribe to my channel, and definitely pass it on.